going on?
This is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Amanda, and we're going to talk about preventing child abuse. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the organization that you're involved in, what the name of it is?
Sure, I'm with the UNLV Nevada Institute for Children's Research and Policy, and we run the Nevada chapter of Prevent Child Abuse America.
And what is it that you do?
We work statewide, try to work with different organizations to offer programs and services and educational information to make sure that we have a community collaboration to prevent child abuse and neglect.
Okay, and I see there's a couple different forms here. One is tips for kids.
Right, so this talks about for children, it gives them different ways if people are bullying them or if somebody's talking to them or touching them inappropriately, it tells them how to look for that and handle it and what to do.
And I see that you have one here in Spanish.
Yes, we have one for parents that talks about what child abuse is, the different types of child abuse, and also it talks about shaken baby syndrome and different things that you can do when your child is crying to help calm them.
Okay, great. And then also, let's see what we have here. Now, this is basic information, right?
Right, about our chapter, our mission, and a couple of the initiatives that we run.
Okay, great. And how can they find out more about your organization online?
They can either go to our website at preventchildabusenevada.org.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel, and I'm here with Mackenzie, and we're going to talk about healthy homes. Mackenzie, tell us a little bit about what it is you do.
The Nevada Healthy Homes Partnership is actually a collaboration from UNLV, Southern Nevada Health District, and a few community organizations. We do free in-home inspections for health and safety hazards for low-income families. And we really focus on the elderly as well as children with asthma.
Okay, good. And then how can people find out about your organization?
Best way is to call our toll-free number or to look us up online. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, but nvhhp.org. They can actually sign up for an inspection on that website as well as get additional information about our program.
So it's nvhhp.org. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sandy.
Okay.
You're going to ask questions and I'm going to answer.
What's your name again?
I'm Bob Stewart. I'm with the Foundation for Recovery here in Los Angeles. And what our primary purpose is...
Wait. He can't hear you.
Okay.
So first of all, we're going to start... Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel, and I'm here with...
Bob Stewart with the Foundation for Recovery.
Okay, Bob, could you tell us a little bit about what it is you do?
We are a substance abuse prevention education foundation. We are funded by grants and personal donations. We also are the Southern Nevada affiliate for Partnership for Drug-Free America.
Okay.
Whenever you see PSA on TV, you'll see the tagline with the foundation's name and phone number. We do educational trainings. We do a FASD training for women of childbearing age. We also do a thing called Parents Who Matter to educate parents about the wiles and the problems of addiction for their kids. We also do a training for adults, senior adults, called HARM. You can contact us and we will do this training at free of cost.
That's great. How can people find out more about your... is there a website?
You can go to our website, which is www.forrecovery, FORRECOVRY.org. We also are we're opening a new peer support services center, 2625 South Rainbow, which is for people early in recovery. We match them with coaches or mentors.
Oh, that's important.
Very good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you have a good show today. And,
Thank you.
And get the message out. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Terry, and he's going to tell us all about what their organization does. Terry, could you please tell us what it is you do?
Okay. It's from the Tzu Chi Foundation, and it's a Buddhist charity and disaster relief foundation. And it's originated in Taiwan, and it's in we're throughout the world in 70 different countries. And We help poor people and also help disaster victims in all kinds of disaster. And in the United States, our headquarters is in San Dimas, and we have regional service centers throughout the United States. And what we do is partner with the community to help the people in the community.
And what is this you're holding in your hand?
So what we have here, way back about 46 years ago, Tzu Chi is actually, the head is a Buddhist nun. She started it about 46 years ago in Taiwan. And she had 30 housewife followers. And so in order to help people in their small community there, she started a program where she asked housewives to put in 2 cents every day into a bamboo bag. At that time, they were made out of bamboo. Right. And so the housewives were saying, well, why do we have to put 2 cents every day? How about we just put 60 cents a month?
Hope you guys are having a great day. We also want to remind you
and the Buddhist nun, who is Master Cheyenne, she said, because I want everybody to give from their heart every day.
Every day.
Not just once a month.
Right.
So that's how the bamboo started, and of course, not made out of bamboo anymore.
Is there a website that people can find out about this?
Right. Website is www.us.tzuchi.org.
And that is TSU?
TZU.
CHI. Right. Great.
They do have a global internet site, and that's just tzuchi.org.
Okay, tzuchi.org, and that's TZUCHI.org. Great. Thank you so much, Terry.
Okay,
That's
thank
great.
you.
It's a great organization. Thank you. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Rex with Toys for Smiles.
Hi,
Hi Rex, how are you?
I'm doing great,
Nice
thank you.
to meet you.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Toys for Smiles.
Toys for Smiles takes scrap wood donated to us, makes these toys, and gives them away to children of all ages in need of a smile.
Oh, that's good.
100% volunteer organization.
So you're recycling the wood.
Exactly.
And let's see some of those toys.
There you go.
Those are adorable. So how do people find out about you? I see you have your website right there.
Yes, we have a website. We're also on Facebook.
Okay.
And just plain word of mouth is really what happens. We probably got over 50 clients in Las Vegas right now that get our toys.
That's great. It says come visit us at the toy shop address. Are you on Polaris Avenue?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So let's see. So you go to different events?
Events and delivering the toys, and it's all about getting something to the kids, because we hope by giving them a toy they can never again say that nobody cares about it.
Oh, that's great.
That's why we're here.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Rex.
you, Santa. Appreciate it. God bless.
Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Ross Bryant. And Ross, could you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure, I'm the Director of Veterans Services at UNLV, and I help this generation of veterans use their GI Bill to go back to school at UNLV. We help them with their paperwork, and we help them with transition services, because it's a big step to leave the military and start school and take on a new adventure. So we sort of help them deal with some of the challenges. So we have about 850 veterans, and we help them navigate the bureaucracy with the paperwork and be successful in school.
And how can people find out about your organization?
Well, first off, we're on the UNLV website. If you Google veterans on UNLV's website, www.unlv.edu, and we have an office on campus with a staff of 5 that helps out about 850 veterans and family members use their GI Bill to go back to school.
That's great. Thank you, Ross.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Tracy. Tracy, can you tell us a little bit about what gives?
Yes, What Gives is a platform where people can register to receive deals, daily deals, similar to a Groupon or Living Social, also like a restaurant.com. And basically, the customer can make a purchase, and every purchase they make goes back, a portion goes back to our schools and our nonprofit organizations. It's a profit share idea, and it's a way for us to be able to help our community, bringing commerce together with our community.
Man, she's got this down. That's great, Tracy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, where can they find out? What's your website? Let's see, right here.
Yeah, for What Gives, we are whatgivesdeals.com. And actually, What Gives Incorporated has also aligned with communities and schools, Nevada. And we're doing a local fundraiser. It's a community-wide movement where the businesses that we're working with want to donate a percentage of their day sales back to communities and schools Nevada to help children succeed. Community School of Nevada, they have a 90% success rate with children graduating, opposed to Clark County School District, which is around 45%.
Okay.
So if people go on Thursday, this coming Thursday, August 23rd, and you go on and you go to like a Buffalo Wild Wings or Total Wine, even Color Me Mine, they're going to donate a percentage of the day sales back to our local children.
So what do you do? Do you list all the places that are cooperating with this?
Yes, on One Vegas, ONE, Vegas.com, there is a list of the participating businesses, the amount that they're going to donate back, and the give back time.
Great. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Amy Frost, and she is all about giving back to the community, getting nonprofits and Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Amy Frost. And Amy, tell us about your business.
My business, monkey business, that's my business. But what I'm talking about today is the Nonprofit Sector Foundation Mixer. And that's going to be on September 27th. And it's going to be at the 5th Street School, which is at 4th Street, because that's Vegas, that's what we do. And it brings nonprofits and profits together. It's a free event. Come support your business, support a nonprofit, and have some fun.
Great. So how, is there a website that you can find out more about this?
Thank you. Good, you're so smart. The nonprofitsectorfoundation.org. Nonprofitsectorfoundation.org. Or you can always go to WIMA and ask them, and they'll let you know.
Great. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Good job. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Branch, and he's going to tell you all about the 52 Peak Club.
Yeah, hi. 52 Peak Club was designed to get people to believe in themselves and overcome their fears by climbing the best 52 peaks around Las Vegas. The club runs year-round, and it's facilitated through meetup.com. You join the meetup, and there's no cost, and then you see this calendar, and we average 2 hikes a day or 60 hikes a month, from beginning hikes to very advanced hikes. Not only will you improve your fitness level, but you'll meet a lot of great people, because we have people as young as 18 up to 73, male, female, people from all over the world, so it's a great experience.
That's great. And I heard that we're going to team up and do something where we have a WIMA Peak.
Yes.
What was that? You're going to have it where they can go and if they climb to that peak, then they collect a card or something?
Yeah, every time you climb a peak, one of the 52 peak clubs, you get a playing card. Each card's different. And the easier cards are like the 2s and the 3s, and the tougher peaks are like the aces and kings. So you progress. We have one woman who's 73 years old who's climbed all 52 peaks.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Branch, for sharing that, and I'm looking forward to going on my first climb.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Okay,
Thank
thanks
you.
a lot. Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Cecilia. Cecilia's going to tell us all about SNAP.
Okay, we work for 3 Square, the food bank here in Nevada, and what we do, we help the community going to different places around the valley, helping filling out the applications for food stamps.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we have a concession from the welfare office, and like I said, we go to different churches or apartment complex around the valley, clinics, to help the community.
That's good. Where can we find out more about this? Is there a website?
Yes, it is the website. And we have it as right there.
Oh, threesquare.org.
Yes.
Okay, so there's not one just for SNAP, right?
No, SNAP, that's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program,
Okay.
that's the welfare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are Three Square, the food bank.
Okay, great.
Here in Nevada.
Well, thank you so much, Cecilia.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, usually when they need to do that.
Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Nichelle, and she's going to tell you all about the clinic at Walmart.
Yes, we have Health Plan of Nevada, United Healthcare, it's Nevada Checkup, Smart Choice for the children as well as the families. And so what we do is provide health and clinic at the different Walmarts.
Great, and how can people find out more about it?
What they have to do is they just give us a call at 877-5356.
Okay, what's that number again?
That number is 877-5356.
Okay, and they can call and ask you about it, and you'll set it up or let them know where to go?
We'll let them know where to go.
Yeah, it's different places around town?
Well, what they have to do is they go down to the welfare department and they apply for Medicaid, and then they have a choice. A lot of times they don't know that they have a choice.
Yeah.
And so either they can choose AmeriGroup or Health Plan of Nevada.
Okay.
And so we're Health Plan of Nevada, and we have all the different locations at the Walmart place.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Yishka.
Hi.
Yishka. And you're going to tell us all about Sylvan and back to the school success.
Okay. Sylvan's pretty much we dedicate ourselves in helping students and their needs. We do reading, we do math, study skills, SATs, anything from kinder to 12th grade. We are a tutoring company. We're an after-school tutoring company. We do have certified teachers as well, and we pretty much specify on helping the child's needs and their education.
That's great. How can people find out more about your organization? Do you have a website?
We do have a website at sylvanlearningcenter.com. We have 2 locations. We have one in Sahara Nellis, and we also have one in Bryce and Furrow.
Thank you so much, Isabel.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Be very simple, very painless.
Okay, cool.
Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with
Yenny Villa.
Yenny Villa, and she's going to tell us all about the Brake Masters.
Yeah.
Tell us what you do.
We do automobile repair. We do everything that we need for remotes for cars. Oil change, brakes, AC, anything that has to do with the car. You name it, we do it. We take care of you. We are located on 1314 North Nellis. We're in between Washington and Owens.
And you're doing a special?
We're doing a back to school special. Everybody gets 15% off. So if you guys mention it, you guys will be taken care of.
And is there a website?
Yes, it'll be website is brakemasterslv.com.
Brakemasterslv.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Detective Plaskett. Hi, how are you?
All right, Sandy, how are you?
Good. Could you tell us a little bit about the Do Not Bully, projects that you're working on?
Right. Lately in the school district, this has been a pet peeve of the school district now, is to, kind of inform the kids that they don't have to take the bullying. And we put out a lot of stuff like be a buddy, not a bully, to help the kids have an edge when they go out there and deal with these type of things.
Yes.
They can actually give this pad to one of the kids that have been bullying, and then hopefully the kid stops bullying them, and then we give out these little coloring books to the younger kids, the cyberbullying and, the bullying coloring book, because some of the younger kids, will start getting exposed to what bullying is about now, and when they get in elementary, middle school, they can better combat it. It's a very, very dangerous thing to be bullied these days, because a lot of kids are, committing suicide and doing different things like that.
We're hearing too much of that.
Yes,
Now, does the Metropolitan Police Department go in and speak with the children about this?
Yes, I actually teach a bullying class.
You do?
Yes, I teach the bullying class to the school district.
Okay.
And myself and We have it used to be DARE. It's called the Youth Education section now.
Okay.
And they also enjoy that endeavor with us. We both go into schools.
Is there a website that they can go to find out more about
Yes,
this?
yes. It's www.lvmpd.com. And you can go to that website and tap on Youth Education section or the Gang Prevention section, and you can find out that information there.
Well, great. Thank you a lot,
Sandy,
Detective Prescott.
it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you. Thank you.
At this. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Sherry today. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sandy.
Can you tell us more about the Fresh Start Family Services?
Absolutely. I deliver services for Fresh Start Family Services, and it's an addiction and mental health agency. We help with women struggling with addictions, anger management classes, court-ordered people, and sometimes when you're just stuck in life and need help getting and moving about. So we help with all of that, and men too.
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely, whole family.
Is there a website that people can go to find out more about this?
Absolutely. I believe it would be www.Fresh Start Family Services, and then I'm sure a link will come up. Absolutely.
Okay. And then I see that we also have here a Smart Choices DUI School.
Absolutely. That's a new service that we have now. We just added it. And sometimes the person that needs that services is just a first-time offender. Our job is to make sure they realize how serious this is and that it's to save lives.
Not to take it lightly.
Not to take it lightly.
That's right. And is there a website here for that?
You know, once you go on our homepage at Fresh Start Family Services, all of our information will pop up.
Okay.
Every bit of it.
I see there's a phone number here too.
Yes, absolutely.
The 308-7414. That's the 308-7414.
That's right. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sherry. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Abby, and she's going to tell us more about what she's doing with the state of Nevada.
The state of Nevada offers different programs for children that have mental health issues. We serve the populations that don't necessarily have access to services elsewhere in the community. So we do serve those that are uninsured. We serve children 0 to 8, and we work on bonding and early childhood issues. And then from 8 on up, we'll work with social emotional issues, children who are having difficulty with concentration or depression. The whole goal is to do preventative work so that children don't get into crisis situations. We do also have an inpatient hospitalization program through Desert Willow Treatment Center that also can provide those emergency crisis services to help the kids if they do end up in crisis. So the 3 programs we have, the Early Childhood Mental Health Services Program, we have our Children's Clinical Services Program for the older kids, and then we have Desert Willow Treatment Center.
Is there a website where they can go to find out more?
It's a little difficult to navigate our state website, so the best thing to do would be to contact our main office number, which is 486-0000, and they would be able to assist you in getting you connected with what is the most appropriate.
Okay, that's
486-0000.
0000.
Yeah, easy enough.
Great. Thank you so much, Abby.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Sandy.
it. Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Kaylin today, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the
Children's Cabinet.
Children's Cabinet.
Yeah, we're a resource referral agency here in Southern Nevada, so we help parents find childcare. We also teach childcare providers classes in the evening. So if parents are looking for childcare, they can give us a call. We have a resource referral database. We can assist them based on where they live, type of care they're looking for, the hours they work, and childcare that's going to meet their needs for their children.
That's great. Is there a website?
Yes, the www.childrenscabinet.org.
Okay, and so this is
one of our newsletters we give out on a quarterly basis. It has articles and information for parents and providers. Talks about quality childcare, some tips. There's Families on a Budget section that talks about some low-income things to do in Southern Nevada for families as well.
Some adventures, childcare resources, quality childcare. Okay. Positive, practical, and personal. Effective parent-provider communication. That is so important, isn't it? What does CCR and R do for you? Follow the SAFE model, SAFE, at the playground, safety. This is wonderful. Quality family activities on a budget. How often do you require child care trainings need to be repeated? Product recalls, conferences, parent education. This is so important.
Yeah.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're
Okay.
welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Tim. And Tim is going to tell us all about the Nevada Energy.
Yeah, we have a lot of programs that we have on saving the energy at your home and businesses. And mainly you can get into our air conditioning program, our water heater, also with a there's other assorted programs that we have. Your best bet is to get online and go to nvenergy.com and look for rebates.
Rebates?
You bet.
Okay, so I see there's a couple of things here. How much energy do appliances use? Household appliance guide, and the conservation tips. And these are so important, especially with the water conservancy that we need to take care of, you know.
And your air conditioning is 60% of your bill.
I know.
So whatever you can do with air conditioning, even if it's just dial down 1 or 2 degrees or go up 1 or 2 degrees in the summertime, you can save at least $10 or 5% on your utility bill.
So what is your website again?
nvenergy.com.
Great. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate
thank you.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Carissa, and she's going to tell us more about Olive Crest.
Olive Crest is a family resource center located in North Las Vegas. We help families with filling out assistance for TANF, Medicaid, food stamps. We also do the energy assistance applications, and then we also have a food pantry that we help needy families with food, emergency food, clothing, baby needs. One of our other programs is also the foster parenting. So we do partner with, I believe it's Clark County, and we have higher level of care foster children and foster homes.
Okay.
Safe Families is a self-referral, or you can be referred by an agency, and basically we come into your home and we want to, so you don't have other issues. So if you need budgeting or parenting skills, we're going to work with you one-on-one in your home with your children.
How do people find out about this?
We are online on Facebook. You can call us.
Okay.
And
so what's your website?
Our website is olivecrest.com.
That's simple.
Yes.
I like it. And so you can Facebook, olivecrest. Yes. And then here we have transforming the lives of at-risk children through the healing power of family.
Yes. This is a basic overview of all of our programs. So we have foster care, respite care. Respite care is more for families who have children with a diagnosis such as like ADD. They usually have an IEP from school, and we provide them a chance to, the family, the mom and dad, to get out of the house and have someone watch their child.
Well, great. That's wonderful, Carissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Maureen, and she's going to tell us more about what they do, the truth about drugs, and how they're trying to help teens and children of all ages stay away from drugs.
Right. What we do is give out educational materials, and we have an educational DVD that we can show and actually do classes to teach kids the truth about all these different drugs that are out there and alcohol. So that hopefully they make the right choices and they don't get started on taking any of them.
That's very good. Now, what is your website?
Our website is the Foundation for a Drug-Free World,
www.foundationforadrugfreeworld.org.
Yes.
.org. Okay, so
Yes.
foundationforadrugfreeworld.org. Check them out because they have all kinds of materials. We have things on alcohol, on drugs, painkillers, medically prescribed drugs, that are also being troubled. Where'd you go?
prescription
drugs. You know,
Just-
we're losing too many people to prescription drugs. You know,
We
they're
are.
taking them for years, and they don't even realize that their body's out of pain, but they're still feeling like they're in pain.
Well, worse than that, we have children taking them out of their medicine, the parents' medicine cabinets,
And they don't even know what they're taking.
They don't even know what they're taking, but it's yes, they get the idea. Oh, it's fun, and then mixing them with alcohol on top of it.
Oh my God!
Yes.
So go to a foundation for a drug-free-world.org.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Maureen. I appreciate it.
Joy, here's your shot, baby.
There you go. Not just me either.
Here we are at yet another event for WIMA, surrounded by thousands and thousands and thousands of germ-ridden children. Okay.
She's cut that part
I'm
out.
a clown. Okay.
I love to. Hi everybody, I'm at another WIMA event as a volunteer, and this one I'm really passionate about because I love children. And I'm getting such a rush in finding out about these children and those who are talented, who are interested in coming in and being a part of WIMA. So I'm really feeling joy today.
And this is the 14th annual Back to School Fair. Okay, so what are you going to say, or what are you going to ask? He's having way too much fun. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with a couple of our members. Hi, Chelette Contesse, and Joy Jeffries. And we are here to support the Nevada Youth Alliance and the 14th annual educational fair that is going on right now around you. You can hear all the noise. And there have been over, 15,000 people here today, and 3,000 backpacks were packed with all school supplies and given out to children first thing this morning at 8 a.m. when the doors opened, and a rush of kids came in and got all their backpacks. Now, some of them are getting dental appointments, they're getting screened for different things, they're getting all kinds of good health things that they're taking, and they're getting all kinds of products that they can use. So what WIMA and Women in Music and Arts is all about is we are literary, visual, and performing artists, and we come together to support each other and to do showcases where we showcase our artists' talents. And Joy has been featured as a singer in several of our events, and Chelette has been one of our guest features at one of our mixers. Right. Yes. And so we feature our artists, and then we come together and we'll do music series, we have art series, we have gallery events, we do empowering women workshops, and we do community outreach programs. We've already worked with the Baby's Bounty, Nevada's Children First, and we're doing collaborating with a lot of different organizations just like this event right here. As you can see, we're WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and we are about empowering artists of all ages through education and mentorship. Our membership is only $35 a year, so you can join WIMA even if you feel that you are not an artist per se, but you want to support the arts. You can also be a member because we need volunteers, we need secretaries, we need people that can help out and volunteer for our events. And we also have a radio program, KLAV, every Wednesday at noon on KLAV, 12:30 a.m. on your dial. And we have also been on the KRLV Spanish-speaking channel with a couple of our members. Young members. And our members go anywhere from 10 years to 85 years old right now. If you are a student, the membership is free up from from kindergarten all the way up to being in 12th grade. And then college students, of course, they pay $25, and adults pay $35 for a year for the membership. You can also sponsor one of our radio shows. You can donate to our WIMA Scholarship Fund or to the WIMA Foundation so that we can continue to support all of our artists and do our events. And let's see, what else? Have I left out anything?
I don't think so, Sandy. You got it. You did a pretty good job. Because we're going to be working with the children, which is my favorite part. Yeah. I love children, and as I said earlier, I'm getting a joy out of this.
Yes. Well, we're also, we're going to be going into the schools hopefully sometime soon, doing some educational programs. And we're just interested in helping as much as we can and make a difference and keep the arts alive. So remember us, you can come to our website at wimafoundation.org. That's WIMA foundation.org. and find out more about WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education and mentorship. We'll see you later. Hi, I'm Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here today with Z, and she's going to tell us more about the Art Institute.
The Art Institute is a system of colleges across the U.S. and in Canada. We have 3 levels of study, associate, bachelor, and diploma. We have 4 areas of study, media arts, fashion, culinary, and design. And we're looking for students who want to pursue careers in one of those 4 areas.
That's great. How do we find out more about you? Is there a website?
There is. If you're interested in, we like for the students to come to the school, take a tour of our campus, and also meet with one of our advisors. They can get further information at theartinstitutes.edu.
Okay, and do a lot of your students get scholarships to go there?
There are scholarship opportunities for those prospective students that qualify. We also have financial aid available to those who qualify.
Good. Thank you, Z, so much. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and I'm here with Dr. Sandy. He's a student doctor?
Yes.
Yes. And you're doing testing on the children
Yes.
here?
On adults and peace, we're providing basic health care. We're doing vital checkups for blood pressure, sugar checkup, and we're doing BMI back there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, how did you get involved with the Nevada Youth Alliance to do this?
We're part of Touro University. We're all med students, so we try to reach out to the community as much as we can. We try to do volunteer events. So this just happened this weekend, and we're volunteering for the weekend.
Good. Now, how can people find out more about your organization?
So we can go on our website, touro.nevada.com, and check us on there. We're part of the club ACOFP, American College of Family Physicians, and so we're part of that club, and we try to do as many events as possible, and we just happen to be here today.
So it's Touro University.
Nevada.
Touro University.
Nevada.
Nevada.
Yes.
Okay, great. And that's .org?
Tune.edu.
Oh, EDU.
Yes.
Education. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So this is wonderful. They're doing a lot of testing on the children so that they can check for their blood pressure, their level of sugar.
Sugar checks, and your BMI. Check for
BMI.
obesity.
What is? Oh, for obesity.
Obesity, for
okay.
body mass index.
Okay, so
Yes.
that way you can encourage them to
Yes,
exercise.
start early.
And take care of themselves,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So they'll be healthy students.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sandy. It's nice to meet you.
Same here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, really?
And something else. I can't.
Literary, visual, and performing arts. And we raise money for scholarships. We have literary, visual, and performing artists. We do community outreach, and we raise money for scholarships, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Performing artists, and we raise money for scholarships. We do different events around town, with performers, singers, music, art. Okay, so check us out. Take care. Hi. We're Women in Music and Arts, and we raise money for scholarships. We have literary, visual, and performing artists in our group, and we do educational programs and community outreach. Okay? Do you sing or dance? Soccer teams? Oh, they have soccer teams. Here, did you get one of these? It's a bookmark for your books. Okay? Take care. This is it.
We can maybe have you in there.
I'll let them. In arts, it's a bookmark for you when you're reading. Oh, you got one? Well, you know what? You can have two. Yeah. Hi. We're Women in Music and Arts, and we're education and mentorship. We do workshops, and we do seminars, and we do event stuff. That's okay. That's okay. He's not getting. My husband uses this all the time. When we're traveling, when we're doing any trips or anything like that, he'll keep
That's the way to do it.
It is, and it
Yeah.
really does help. I mean, sometimes I've been, a little bit tired, you take a little swig of it,
Yeah.
and then it helps you get through.
Yeah.
So are you guys with the organization, or with the company?
Well, we actually are a local team, so we're based here in Vegas, and the corporate has like about 35 of these teams all throughout the United States.
Okay.
So yeah, we're with 5 Hour Energy, but we're hired through another company.
Okay, so what you do is you go to different events to hand them out? And
We
then,
go to events, we go to business meetings, anything like that.
Okay, let me give you my card.
Okay, I'll give you mine as
because
well.
maybe we can team up or maybe do something. And here's my card.
Is your email on your card?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'll
Great.
reach out to you for sure.
Yeah, and what we're doing is, we're starting to put some educational programs together and trying to do some things for schools. And,
As you know, we don't.
Hi, we're Women in Music and Arts, literary, visual, and performing artists. We do events, and we do music events, art events. We're going to have some art contests and things like that. We give out scholarships. So check us out on the website. All students are free. Okay? Authors.
Is it free?
Huh?
Is it free?
Yes, yes, it is. For students up to 12th grade. You in 12th grade? What are you in? Ninth grade? Do you sing? Dance? Do sports? What do you do? What you like?
No, like dancing.
You like dancing? Scholarships. Are you a singer, dancer? Are you a performer? You are? So we do, if you're a student, the membership is free, and then we do different internships, like if you do an event, then we have you come and help us, things like that. Or maybe we'll do one where you perform, where the children perform, different ages. Workshops and stuff. So we'll have art classes and things like that. Oh, she's shy. So here they are signing up today to become WIMA members and get into the program because she's a performer and she's an artist. So there you go. Did you get one? Okay, there's a bookmark for you. Hi, here's some information on it. And there's a membership form. It's $35 a year for adults, but for children it's free. And we have, internship programs. And then we're gonna, we have events, and then we include our children in the events and stuff, and try to get them involved in workshops and stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you. Do any performing or arts, or what do you do, sports?
Just karate.
Huh?
Karate.
Karate? Well, that's an art form. It's an art event or a music event, and if the children are involved, then we do internship programs. It's free for kids, up to 12 years old, and then we get them involved, teaching them different things about the business. have internship programs for kids up to 12 years old. We have 12th grade, you know, for do you have any, I can have, so how do I do this? You, do you want me to call you? Yeah. You want me to call you?
My son.
Okay, have him call, we'll talk.
That's what we do.
I got it. Performing arts, children are free, up to 12th grade, okay? And you want to sign up? Here's the, and we have adults too. So I mean, if you want to join too. And yeah. So what we do is we do different events. We do, we're raising money for scholarships so that we can give scholarships in May. And we do literary, visual, and performing arts. Like we do empowering women workshops, and we do music series and art series, and poetry workshops, things like that. And we do you know, okay, the Osmans, right?
Yeah.
Or the Jacksons. Oh, you are? Oh, great. I'm theater too. I love theater.
You could, and I love. Has anyone ever become famous or anything? Or
well, we're a new organization. We just started. Yes.
Like, what you mean, like acting? Like,
what do I mean, like acting?
Like check what you do.
Yeah,
Does it involve singing? Can I?
You can put whatever you do. Yeah, you rap.
Can I sing a song? Can I get
For the year. The whole year. That's pretty good. We have a radio show. We do different events. We have showcases for dancers and for singers. Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and we're just wrapping up today at the Nevada Youth Alliance 14th Annual School and Educational Fair. And we've been here with all kinds of students. We had 3,000 backpacks that we gave out to students, and we had about 15,000 people here, all of different, ages, from all the way up from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. So we're just wrapping up, and we've had a wonderful day, and it's been great getting out and meeting the children, and they've benefited by doing a lot of different testing here with the health testing. And we just want to say we're so happy to be a part of this organization, and we are WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education and mentorship. And you can find out more about WIMA at www.wimafoundation.org. That's WIMA foundation.org.